to you.
Good evening, James. How are you?
I'm fine, Tim. Sorry about last night. Unfortunately, football seems to rule.
I'm a football fan. The last thing I wanted to do was go over the travails of last night's.
It's a conspiracy, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a conspiracy.
It makes for good radio.
It's a conspiracy. That's what it is, Tim. It's the next film. Now, Tim is the executive producer of Loose Change, Final Cut, which we were going to talk to Dylan Avery about last night, and a lot of people very upset about that, but we will do it again.
We'll do it very soon.
Good.
Dylan still wants to do it.
Excellent.
George Monbiot's still up for it, and David Ray Griffin's up for it.
Now, for people who haven't seen the movie yet, and there are quite a lot who haven't seen the movie yet, I have, and I think it worries you.
It's pretty unnerving, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Now, you're not really a conspiracy theorist, are you, Tim? What made you do this?
I suppose a sense that it is possible that we're on the wrong side, and that governments can and do lie. I mean, I was actually a supporter of the Iraq War until I realised...
well, I was too until I realised... in fact, I was sitting here saying, come on, we've got to get out there before the so-and-sos hit us.
I mean, my cousin's out in Afghanistan at the moment defending his country, so... but, I mean, when I got involved with this because I started doing my own independent research, realised that there was something awry, met up with Dylan Avery, who had come to similar conclusions, albeit from a completely different point of view. We decided to... I took on Loose Change 2. That did very well. It's the most downloaded film in history. But because it's 2 years old and there were flaws in the narrative, we decided to make something that was copper-bottomed, that was absolutely 100% factually accurate, that couldn't be dismissed as bunkum. I think what we've done is, first of all, we've asked questions, but 90% of the evidence we use comes from mainstream news sources. So it's their story, not our story.
Now, the premise, basically, of Loose Change is the United States government was, at the very least, criminally negligent in allowing the attacks of September the 11th to occur. However, when one looks deeper into the evidence, of course, then all sorts of things start coming out. I mean, I think I was talking to the janitor. I'm sure I can't remember whether...
Willie Rodriguez.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I found him fascinating because he happened just to be an ordinary working man at the time. Okay, it's changed his life dramatically, and it would change anybody's life. So people say, well, he's not, I'm sure if he's far more intelligent than just an ordinary janitor would have been, or far more vocal or whatever. But, things happen to us in life that suddenly wake us up, and having these buildings fall down around your head's going to do it, I would have thought. He says that he thinks the first explosions came from underneath.
Absolutely.
Most engineers now say that those buildings would not have collapsed the way they did unless there had been some kind... This isn't to say that these weren't terrorists who set these, by the way.
Well, could well have been. We don't know. We don't know whether terrorists set the charges that brought down the Twin Towers. We do know that 2 laws of physics would have to have been suspended that day in order for the official story that planes hit buildings and then the ensuing fires caused the buildings to collapse. That would have involved God suspending 2 laws of physics. Or perhaps God's a Muslim. I don't know.
Well, I don't know whether... anyway, but no, we won't get into that right
exactly.
now. Yeah.
So if you believe in the laws of physics, you cannot believe that it was the planes and the resulting fires that brought the buildings down. And we have got so much testimony from witnesses who experienced explosions coming from below them, above them, all over the place, on every different floor in the Twin Towers. We've also got testimony from somebody from Building 7 who was blown up at about 10:30 that morning, before even the second tower collapsed. So that's fairly remarkable.
What have the American government said about Loose Change?
The American government won't comment. I mean, this is the crazy thing. We can't get any scientists we can't get any scientists to comment on what we've put together. We've got 500 scientists, architects, engineers of our own who all support what we're saying. So mainstream science is actually on our side.
Why won't the government scientists make any kind of comment at all? I don't understand that. If they've got nothing to hide, why don't they comment?
Well, exactly. I mean, what we've done. I mean, we've assembled probably 50 pieces of evidence, and we've said, look, we went to the police yesterday. We ended up going to Notting Hill Police Station, and we said, look, here's our